Hi guys, this is my Get Ready With Me hair edition. I've already done my hair, so if you like the look of this kind of loose, backcomby, curly, messy kind of look, I don't know, it's not too messy, but it's not like proper neat curls. If you like this hairstyle, then keep watching and I'll be doing a talk through on how to achieve this look with GHD straighteners. So to begin this hair tutorial, I'm going to start by just brushing my hair out, getting any knots out. I washed my hair yesterday, so it's still quite soft, so I think for the desired look you should probably try and have not washed your hair for maybe like 2 days, just because the hair is so much easier to style and manage. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a teasing comb and I'm just back combing and teasing the hair at the roots. I have quite flat hair anyway, so even when it is not freshly washed, it can be quite flat. And the back of my hair, I have a double crown as well, so I have to really try and back comb that back bit, which is just a nightmare. But I just back comb like a top layer, take another one underneath, and then just carry on round the rest of my head. So once I've back combed this, I'm just going to give my hair a spray with dry shampoo. I'm using the Batiste Dry Shampoo XXL volume. I've talked about this in a favourites video before because I honestly use this every time I go out. I just find giving it a spray of that beforehand just gives it a really nice texturised feel to work into, and it will curl or straighten or do whatever I want it to, much more manageable. And then just a bit of hairspray, just again, it's just trying to take that softness, freshly cleaned smoothness away from the hair, because that's going to make it really hard, not so much to curl but for it to stay in place. And once I've done that, then I'm ready to start curling. So I've heated up my GHDs. I'm just using normal GHD straighteners to curl my hair, and yeah, I find this the easiest way. So to start off, regardless of where your parting is, if your parting starts this side, I would always start on the opposite side of your fringe, but for today my hair's pretty much a middle parting, so I'm just going to start either side. And I'm just going to curl away from my head, this kind of away, and pull it ever so slightly as I go down, twisting the GHDs as I go, and then you're going to end up with quite a tight curl like this. So I'm just going to continue doing this throughout the rest of my hair. And what I try not to do is, because I do have a double crown at the back of my head, I do try not to kind of part it down the middle and curl each side. I try to just make it as fluid as I can and try and curl straight over the top of my double crown. I'll show you when I get to that part. Now I'm making the curls, they're not particularly small. I'm taking quite a lot of hair and I'm just taking my time with it, and I'm letting them cool down before I put any hairspray on them, because I want them to be quite a loose wave, so I'm hoping that they will all drop a little bit, and that's the point of this one. One other point is I try, when you're picking out sections, try and pick out sections from the same level of hair. So this is all hair from the bottom half of my hair, if that makes sense. So I don't try and take any parts of the hair from the bottom with bits from the top, just because I think the curl won't be as nice. And they look much nicer when you've got like the varied curls from the top to the bottom of the hair. Now, as you can see, this really isn't taking me long at all. Once you've got the hang of doing the initial curl, it's just the part of making your way around the hair, really. So what I meant about the double crown and curling the part of my hair that splits at the back, which is what a double crown usually does, is I would usually take the hair that I've back combed that would normally really try and part. I've back combed it to try and get it to stay and hairsprayed it, and then I'm going to take that whole section and curl that all together. That's just going to really help your double crown not to split. So I'm just going to curl that part all together in the hope that then my double crown won't split. But mine is quite bad, so my hair will tend to do it, so I'll have to just keep back combing it as I go. Then I'm moving on to the kind of other side. I haven't necessarily split it, but it's just quite easy just to do this kind of half and the part of my double crown, and then move on to this side. And exactly the same as this side, but just the opposite way, I'm going to curl up towards my head. Now I always find that this side of my hair for some reason is harder to curl than the other side, which is just so strange. So I normally have to go over and tweak this side. I don't know whether that's just me that has that, but I usually find this side is just really not very easy to curl, which is very strange. I mean, that's kind of worked a bit better. So yeah, so what you're going to do is you're just going to want to do exactly the same on this side and work your way towards the back of the hair. Once I've made my way around the whole of my hair, I will usually just really scrunch my fingers into my roots just to really enhance that part that I've back combed. Like I said, my hair is quite flat, so it does struggle to stay up. And then I will just give my whole head a quick spray of hairspray. And then what I would normally do is I'd turn my GHDs off, obviously, and I will wait for my hair to really cool down and for the curls to kind of set. And then what I'll do is I would usually brush them out slightly just to make the curls a bit looser and less tight. So for now I'll leave my hair like this, and then I'll show you what I'll do once my hair has cooled down a bit. So once you've left your hair, I don't know, I kind of leave it for about 5 minutes-ish, just get on with something else, and when you come back to it, I just kind of run my fingers through it, just really fluffing it up. I should probably take my rings off, they're getting caught. Yeah, so I'm just going to run my fingers through it and just really ruffle it up. I like my hair to be quite textured and volumized, and I'm just running my fingertips through like the roots and just pushing the hair up. And as I pull my fingers through, it's slightly breaking up the curls a little bit, which is what I quite like. It's to be a bit messy, not too neat. And what you'll find is as you slowly start to pull away the curls, it becomes more of a big volumized curl. I like to keep the curls at the front because I feel like that should be kind of neat, but the bottom and the back I just really like to volumize up. And then just a quick spray of hairspray to finish it off. If I am going to go out for the night, I will usually spray my face with hairspray. I know you can get fixing spray, but I just haven't really found any that work as much as this does. This is just going to help really set your face. If you have quite sensitive or spot prone skin, I wouldn't, but I have quite okay skin and it doesn't seem to flare up at all, so just usually give it a quick spray and try not to get it in your mouth. But yeah, So I hope you've liked this part of the Get Ready With Me video. I hope it's been useful as I've talked through it. If you have any feedback, please leave them in the comments. I really appreciate hearing what you guys have to say. Yeah, I really hope you've liked this whole look. I will now insert a picture of what I wore along with the hair and the makeup, just so you can see that now. So that was the kind of overall finished look. The dress I'm wearing is a black midi dress from River Island, and I'm wearing black chunky heels which are also from River Island. If they still stock them in River Island, I'll list them down below along with all of the makeup products and hair products I used for this Get Ready With Me. So yeah, if you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then subscribe to my channel or share it on social media. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks!